Hey, so I've actually joined the Framer Challenge. Plan is to make templates. Simple as that. And you can join in this challenge, it's not too late. And I know Framer have made some amazing updates, which means you can design in Framer as well. But I just wanted to share a bit of history in the process of this current Framer template, which is what I'm planning to submit to the marketplace pretty soon. Okay, but as for the financial goal, I'm far from it. I think I've only made maybe $200, and this is from commission for partner sales. Okay, so let me just take you into Figma. Right, so what I'm building at the moment is a digital e-commerce store. So if you're a designer that's selling templates, that's selling backgrounds, wallpaper, anything for designers as well, then you could potentially use this template. And I know that the e-commerce category is highly searched for at the moment. Now, going back to the inspiration, so again, this is even from Framer themselves, right, with Benjamin. So you can see the style is the layout is very editorial, and one thing I like is the font sizing. Okay, so this is potentially how, as a designer, how can you be different to what's on the market? Okay, and this template might get rejected, by the way, right? Because they talk about visual hierarchy. But if it's laid out correctly like this, then why not, right? Why not try? So that's where I'm trying to be different. It's one size, one font size, editorial layout, and just looking at the other inspiration, right? So you can see this is another popular digital e-commerce store, 099, where it's dark mode, and you can't see it here, but when you hover on these, you're going to get another view, which is what I'm going to share in the template. And you can see here that what I love about this is the one size again, however, they have a large heading. And again, Framer had this feature where it could go, I think it was fit text, or some other feature where it goes the whole width of the screen. And here you can't see, but they have a Lightroom, a lightbox feature where you click on this, it will expand. So I'm going to share that in the template. And you got some other nice designs, and from Buffer, right? Danielle, if that's how you pronounce it. What I like about him, and I haven't done this yet, but this could be for other templates, is the 3D aspect. Okay, so there's a lot of nice like Unicorn Studio, right? However, it can be tricky when you're making it as a template, because the buyer can't then they can use it. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But anyway, I digress. So here's another really nice style, I feel, right? That might be a bit different to what they have. And the template is not exactly going to be like this, right? But I just love how the headings are just above the images. And you can see this style here where you just got one big text, just one. And the way they've laid out the text is really nice. And you can see Vitra, right? So you can see the buttons. The button style is just square. And this is another really famous template called Aura. This is by the team, I think it's Enna. And they design really high quality templates. So this is really clean. But you want to try and be a bit different to what there is in the market. Okay, so here is AI. So you can see all this inspiration that I've gathered, and perplexity supply, which is also done on Framer. Okay, so now you can see what I've been doing, right? This is some of my Framer update posts and how I'm combining backgrounds. Okay, so this is the original post, and you can see the inspiration where I'm getting this from, right? So Star Trek, you can see there's really nice beams, right? This is something that I'm trying to incorporate into some templates. I've done this on a previous template called Stream, and So you can see here, I've gathered a bunch of references like for footer, ones that I like, and how to lay it out. You can see this is really clean in a grid layout. Okay, you can see where I'm going with the beams. This is really nice. And a lot of this stuff, it might not translate into the template itself. Okay, another aspect is showing off the actual products that you're selling. Okay, that's a massive thing. How do you lay it out nicely? Okay, so, and this is the name of my current template called Stream. So that's for SaaS templates. And then these actual products that I was going to sell. So you got gradients that I've made, right? Different colors and different effects. And you can see mock-ups. And these are other things I was planning to do, like AI illustrations. So this is a lot of different ideas. And then you can see the home variants that I've done. Okay. And then you got the category list, how it looks on mobile, how it then potentially scrolls. Well, I'm not showing it here, but this is the product detail view page. Okay, you got the buy now, and how the other pages look, potentially FAQ, contact. Okay, so and this is the about page, right? So you can see the gradients that I put in, which I haven't done yet in the actual template. So I didn't want to go through the whole thing. So let me just share Framer now. So just want to share straight away that in Framer, they have this new thing called design. And this is where you can this is practically almost not replacing Figma, but you can just design stuff in here, right? So you can see what I've been just trying. Okay, I've been trying lots of different things and bringing in the cards. Okay, how do they look together, and seeing how they look on one column. You can see that I've got this like profile where I'm doing it in a grid style layout. You can see the footer as well is in a grid style layout. You can see I've gone with the one font size or text size, right, which is 14px. And now they're doing rems, which is pretty nice, right? So if you go right into the detail, they are now doing rems, which here. So you got pixels, and you can go to rems. And I won't go into detail about the benefits of rem. So let me just take you through the template itself. So you got home. Okay, let me just actually go into it, right? So outside the template, and this is the name. That's another big thing of a simple name. Sell anything digital. And here you can see the difference that I've been doing is when you hover, you get that alternate view. Okay, not all templates do that. So you can see mock-ups. So let's go into, like, this is really cool, right? I think this is pretty different to what there is in the market. So let's go into this one. So now if you scroll, you can see this is sticky, and then here, which is not perfect yet, but here you then get, you might also like, okay? And then you got the footer. So let's go into into the course. Okay, so buy now. There isn't any integration with an e-commerce platform. I've just kept it really simple for now. But let's go to the store. So again, here you've got all the different categories. But if I just want to see the background, you can see the filter works. If I just want to see course or illustration, okay. If I go to about, you can see what I did in Figma. Again, very clean layout, one font size, different font weights. I'll go to blog. So here is a very subtle effect. You might not, it goes to black and white. Okay, so you can use blending mode, filters. Very clean and simple. And one thing to show, right, which is what some haven't done. But let's say I let's go to these wallpapers. You got the lightbox feature, which is pretty cool, right? And this is native in Framer. So I think this is really nice, and I haven't seen this done yet on any Framer templates. So I think this is pretty neat. And there's a search as well. Okay, so again, it's quite a lot what I've shared, but this is the e-commerce template, and you got you got affiliates, you got FAQ, you got support. Okay, so I haven't even linked up all those pages yet. And if you go to about, let's say we go to FAQ, you can see it's got that grid layout. And the other nice thing that I wanted to show is that you've got variants on the hero. So you can go center, you can go left, you can go variant 4, right? So there's different styles, and the same is for the template itself, right? So I can change the navigation. It could be this style, right? It could be centered, okay? So I'm just deciding to go number 2. It's the same for the footer, right? There's different styles. You got this style, you got this style, and you got variant 3, okay? You can see there's a line there where there shouldn't be. So there's a lot of things I still need to do. And also, I haven't done the breakpoints yet. So hopefully you found this video useful, and leave a like, leave a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.